want delivery, it's DiGiorno.
This is a business that's 17 years old, growing revenues at 25%. I mean, it is just stunning when you think about the power of YouTube. But it really comes down to the fact that this has become, for an entire generation, this has become TV. You know, people think about, we talk a lot about
better than TV.
Netflix versus Disney Plus versus HBO Max and Peacock and all of this.
I can do things with this that I can't really do with TV. Rewind, save, put files together. It's just not, I'm sure you could with the remote. It's obviously just not convenient. Let's try this into Alpha today. Yeah, there we go.
Creativity. I mean, you can find anything and everything on YouTube, and it's really where people go to watch video.
I haven't watched TV or satellite in
terms of time spent on connected TVs.
Man,
Netflix, and it just shows you how
6 months, maybe more,
and I think
since I got this computer. I haven't watched TV at all. Like I might watch down. My old man watches it downstairs, but
must-buy for brands.
Okay, so you're long on Google on all of this, but what does that mean on the flip side of things? What you do with all of the other TV or new TV type of products that you just
great question.
Go short on any of them?
Well, I think they ran their run, their popularity set. 13 years plus the other sets, and maybe there's a new one that you could throw out there for metrics, but Spotify and Joe Rogan doing Grindr, or whatever it is.
Clearly, you saw what Discovery Plus, it's merging into HBO Max. I think it's inevitable that you're going to see greater consolidation.
And then he apologized to Spotify.
When you see the tech giants like Apple, Amazon, Netflix all pouring tens of billions of capital over the next 5 to 10 years into content creation and these services.
Like, there's a time when I think you need to margin the safety coins or the space coins to go with it. Maybe there was some unsecurity. But when you see a lot of these markets peg up like that, the only way I would put money, like, what was it today? I don't know if it was Alpha, but one of them pegged up today, plus had ratings. I know PayPal was one. I think PayPal would have been it. Or AMD would have been another one. I think PayPal went down and then kept creeping. And up would work the same way. There was one of them that spiked up. I think it might have been Apple or Alpha, whatever it is, and she kept creeping. Now, if Alphabet was that's all about weights and plates at huge numbers that people who play at a different index were putting one stock in. That might be my whole platform in Boot Barn, you know what I mean? One stock at Alpha. You have to be able to say, hey, look, if that's what this person would do, and just to give you some visual, if that's what this person would do you think that the metrics that, for other reasons that we're not here today to talk about,
they're the number 1 or 2 in video, ads, mobile, they're always going to be.
I know it's good too. It's like human dog food in a can, but I can't get enough of it.
Bellwether stocks that bounce back stronger and sooner than the rest of the market. They continue to drive profits.
I can catch you up.
This is an issue for big tech. They still face headwinds from the legislature. They still face headwinds just in terms of society.
Well, again, you're looking at Tony Stark Tech here and Hammond trying to get a hold of Tony's gear. Like, give it to me. I got to see what you're doing to make sure you're regulated right. But you don't have any clue on how the technology works, nor how to remake it.
Web3, crypto,
the internet only has the arbitrary limit of what we design the upper limit to it to be. Now, right now, it's this. Later on, how that thing goes by ones and zeros to whatever form it's in. I mean, in the end of it, even Alpha would have to bend the knee to something like that coming down the pipes, short of being a dictatorship or a tyrant to be able to put something like that down. Now, here's the up and down on that thing. They're both beneficially useful depending on how you're orientated to them. I mean, you would say that's great for the market, but I had people that weren't in the play, not paying attention. I got to turn them.
Sleek, curly, we all want to fight.
What's that do to all the other TV platforms?